Hello, Dharma Circle. Swati here, the embodied Dharma coach. Is your body ready to receive? Is this the year that you create and receive new wealth? Well, your body determines your ability to receive all forms of nourishment. So let's talk about how to prepare your body for receiving a six-figure year ahead. So I always say, if the body says no, goals just don't work. The body sets the tone for your receiving. And it's the same with wealth of all kinds, nourishment of all kinds, your abundance, receiving money, love, or any form of nourishment, even food. The body determines your ability to receive the nourishment of the food. And that's what's so fascinating is I might eat the same meal as you, but my body doesn't fully digest the nourishment and the nutrients, and your body receives nutrients and nourishment that my body doesn't. This is a powerful example of how the body determines, and this is very individual, the body determines your ability to receive nourishment in all ways, in all forms. And of course, when we look at your Jyotish chart, we can see where the gifts and the ability to receive the nourishment in body and life is, and where the obstacles, the blockages, or the resistance to receiving nourishment in your body, where that lives in your Jyotish chart. We can see in the Jyotish chart where that actually shows up in your body and where the resistance, the blockages live. That can be really helpful for understanding, maybe food digests really well, but love doesn't. Or maybe wealth digests really well, money, currency digests really well for you, but love does not. Again, we can see in the Jyotish chart where the strengths, where the weaknesses are in your body so that we can strengthen with conscious awareness what you need to be focusing on, what changes you need to make, what action steps will give the best results for you. So if the body is not receptive and available to receive more nourishment, success and abundance just won't be possible. I often say this, but it's true. I can give you my six-figure formula for your business so that you can scale in an easy, gentle way and make six figures this year. But if your body says, no, this is not possible, if the body is not able and willing to receive, if it's not receptive enough in some place to receive, then it doesn't matter what business tools you have. If the body says no, it is going to be a no. And the body is the final say. The body's the final say. So we can use Jyotish as a powerful tool for clarifying exactly where resistance and blockages are in the body. We can also use Ayurveda. Ayurveda is such an excellent resource for clearing ama or toxins out of the body, out of the channels of receiving, so more nourishment can be absorbed, so we can be clearer, more open and awake in our body. And it all starts with gut health. And of course, Ayurveda has vast resources and tools for making sure that your microchannels are awake and alive and receptive and able to receive the nourishment that you're ingesting on all levels of life. Yoga, meditation, mantra, chanting, all these Vedic tools are actually designed to keep the subtle bodies receptive and vital. This is part of your wealth creation process. All of the Vedic tools I consider essential for a clear and powerful dharmic path. They were created, they were designed for this. They are the most ancient resources and tools we have available on this planet, aligned with nature and nature's intelligence. and the most powerful, clear indigenous wisdom that we have on this planet. And remember, Satyameva Jayate. So truth alone triumphs. If it's truth on one level, it's truth on every level. And that's what we see in the Ved with Vedic knowledge and wisdom, that it's truth. And we see the truth corroborated on multiple levels of life, body, nature, and even the soul level. So use your Vedic tools and keep the body clear and receptive and open to receiving. There's also very practical business steps that must be taken for receiving more wealth. Just logical, practical steps that need to be taken in order to receive more wealth in your business. If you want more money in your business, you'll need to have channels open so you can receive more wealth. It's just like your body. I think of your business like a body as well, and we have to make sure that the channels of receiving are awake and alive and open for receiving in the business. Body and business mirror each other so perfectly. So your body and your business success are determined by your spiritual and material tools, the quality of the tools that you're using, and your body's ability to receive the nourishment. So let's start with the body. The body and your sacred space, particularly your home, need your attention. So start here. If you want to be more receptive to receiving wealth and receive 6 figures this year, start with your body and your home. Where's the clutter? Where's the ama, in other words, the toxins that are clogging the channels? Do you have closets full of junk? Is your basement in disarray? Is your front door area filled with crap? Is your car dirty? Do you have a dirty car? Is the interior filled with stuff? Is your purse clean? When was the last time you cleaned out your purse and your wallet? Your home space, do you clean it regularly? Is your kitchen clean? All of these home pieces are important. This is your sacred space. And it's the same with your body. So your home, your car, all of this is an extension of the body. In Sthapatya Ved or Vastu, this is the branch of the Ved that pertains to your dwelling and your sacred space, your home. Sthapatya Ved talks a lot about the home as an extension of the soul. So if your home space is dirty, cluttered, of course, Sthapatya Ved gives us all kinds of detailed reminders about having the front door face north or east. We don't want our front door facing south. It brings Rudra. It brings chaos, calamity, and misfortune. So even the way that your home is oriented can impact your ability to receive wealth. But the most important thing is to make sure that your space is clutter-free, it's clean, it's clear, it's organized, and you don't have excess. So organization, cleanliness is very important. And it's the same with your body. Now, although February is technically not the time to start a big cleanse in Ayurveda, it's still a very powerful time to get organized, clean, clear, and orderly. So organize your food habits, your routine, your behaviors. Get orderly in this. And I'll tell you, this is the time to do organization and cleanup and orderliness as Ketu goes through Virgo. Virgo cleanliness and clarity and precision. And K2 does not tolerate excess. So right now, this year and a half of K2 going through Virgo, it's such a wonderful time to get clean, clear, organized, and orderly in your home, in your body, in your relationships, in your money, in your business. Start with your home and your body, the dwellings. And as we move into the spring, it'll be a great time to put focus on a very good Ayurvedic cleansing protocol. Right now, watch your diet and eat fresh, life force filled foods, and be mindful of what you're ingesting. And a little triphala is really good. I love Chandika products. I only use Chandika products from Vaidya Ramakant Mishra and his lineage. You can go to chandika.com if you want to check out his incredible herbal protocols and very high quality herbs. And go ahead and just start with Mum's Masala. This is the best thing to do. Tridoshik, every body can do this, and it's so good for the Agni. Just taking Mum's Masala every day, cooking with it, putting it on all your food, and really stoking the Agni, making sure that the fire is clean, clear, and pristine in the body. So that's the best place to start for the body. And the thing about the gut health and the body health is that this helps with your mental, emotional bodies as well. This time of year, especially in the northern hemisphere, when light is low and it's cold and we're inside a lot, it can really impact our mental, emotional body health. You may be noticing you're more depressed or lethargic, feeling lazy, slow, just not motivated or clear or inspired. And that's part of this time of year. I mean, it's hibernation time. But one of the things that starts to show up is this clogging of the channels on the mental, emotional, body level. And of course, gut health is a part of that, and our routine is a part of that. The other part of that is the digestion of grief. And this is the grief time of year. Winter is the time of year when we need to be honoring our grief. It's a really interesting time to be honoring our grief because we have multiple planets in Purva Ashada, Venus particularly, which Venus is the water planet, Jala. In Apis, water goddess, Apis is Nakshatra, and you may be feeling that the inner waters are needing to flow more. So this is really important in terms of grief work. When undigested grief clogs the channels of the body, we end up with depression, we end up with sadness, we end up with trauma that doesn't move, we end up feeling disconnected from our passion, our pleasure, and our soul nourishment. This is a powerful time of year to be doing your grief work. And so much of the grief that we're working with is collective and also ancestral. And there's plenty of collective grief to be tended right now. And of course, there's more than enough ancestral grief to be tended. This is the time of year where slowing down, pausing, being more mindful and aware of our grief work is really powerful because nature's supporting it already. It's winter. Everything's dead. This is the grief time of year. So how do you honor your grief? Because grief and purging grief supports opening and awakening the microchannels. So we want to support the purging of our grief. That's crying. That might be yelling. That might be punching pillows. That might be throwing things. Of course, we're not hurting ourselves or others, but remember that this grief needs to move, it needs to express itself. And in the West, we have such an aversion to showing our grief, expressing our grief, having the grief be visible. But in fact, that's the very thing that our grief needs. Your grief is food for the ancestors. And so many of you who are unclear and unfocused on your dharmic path and with your soul purpose, it's a direct result of being disconnected from the ancestors and having undigested grief in the ancestral body channels. And so our grief work is one of the most powerful ways for clarifying our dharmic path, but also for connecting with the ancestors. So directing your grief towards the ancestors, asking for their help, letting them know what your sadness, your pain, your anger, your depression, your grief really is all about, and asking for their support. I also like to feed my ancestors every day. One of the ways we feed our ancestors is through our grief work. The other way is literally through food. Do you have an ancestor altar? And are you feeding your ancestors at the altar every day? This is the most powerful way to create a connection, to build a connection with your ancestors, and to keep the channels open, alive, and awake with your lineage so that you have access to the lineage gifts and that you're clearing any undigested emotion with the ancestors. So ancestral grief work is absolutely vital for the opening and the awakening of the channels and creating more ability to receive the nourishment of the lineage, which is your dharmic path. There's no dharma without the ancestors. The ancestors hand you your dharma and your dharmic work. Your gifts, these are embodied gifts. So we need that very clear opening with the ancestors in order to really be successful with our dharmic work. So grief work, ancestral work is vital for this creating wealth materially and spiritually. Now let's get to the practical. So that's the physical body and your physical dwelling and your spiritual body, your mental, emotional bodies. All of that needs to be tended to, and many of you are going to need more support with that. We all need more support with that. Then there's the tangible business steps that have to be taken in order to open the channels of receiving. Remember, your business is like a body. Are the channels open and available for receiving more wealth? This is the practical stuff, like what kind of payment service are you using? Is it PayPal? Is it Stripe? What is it? And is that set up? Is that easily accessible to your potential clients? Do you have that set up to your business account? And are you taking care of your finances? Are you tending to your money, the money that you already have? If you can't take care of $1,000, you won't be able to take care of $10,000. So make sure that you're being really diligent with tending your money and your finances. That means a weekly money ritual and checking in with what's going in and what's going out. What's the cash flow? How are you spending your money? What's your relationship with the revenue that's coming in? So taking care of your money, that's step number one. Making sure that the channels of receiving money are open. Who's your payment system? Then what kind of funnels do you have open in your business so that people can directly move into contact with you? So you should have at least one clear, and I actually recommend when you're growing your business to have one clear channel open only, because I see too many people with like 5 different channels open and none of them are actually working or effective. The easiest channel to put in place for people moving into your realm and working with you is simply having a calendar set up like Calendly and sharing your link with people to book in for a clarity session. And that's the only link you're promoting, that everything you do moves someone into a clarity session with you. So there's one channel of receiving and one channel of connection opened. And that means that all newsletters go to book into my calendar. Every live you do, book into my calendar. Your profile on Instagram or Facebook, it's clear how to connect with you. You can move people onto your newsletter, but make sure that there's still a way that people can connect with you physically. So you could have an opt-in that still moves people into a conversation with you. How do people connect with you and have a clarity session? That way you can communicate, connect, build relationship, and see how best to support them with their needs. So one clear channel of connecting with you and moving into some sort of dialogue or relationship, that is key. Check all of your platforms and check your newsletter and do an audit right now. How are people able to connect with you? What is the channel you have set up so that people can directly move into dialogue with you? Make sure that's clean and clear, and make sure your website is clear with that as well. The next place you need to look is your offerings and your pricing. Is your pricing clear? Are your offerings clear? Again, if this way of working with you and how people move in and step in to work with you isn't clear, your money's going to be confused as well. If your pricing isn't clear, your money's going to be confused. Your client is going to be confused. Your customer is going to be confused. So that clarity starts in here, in your body. I know what my offering is. I know exactly who I serve and why. I know what my pricing is, and I'm really solid and unwavering in my pricing. So that is the first step for receiving more wealth. If you're not clear, guess what? Your money's not going to be clear either. And of course, we want to make sure that the offering that you share really feels good for you and your body. And that's the best way to really identify how things are going. Do you love it? Do you feel good about it? Are you clear? Because if so, that's a good sign. Is your course or your offering or sessions or whatever you're providing life-changing? Do you love it? Are you excited about it? Do you know it's going to transform people's lives? Have you had incredible feedback already? Well, that's a really good sign too. The next thing is your content. You need content that sells. Your content determines who shows up, how they show up, and again, is there one clear step for them to take to move into a conversation with you? So your content needs to be able to do that across all channels. Everything you share needs to have one clear call to action. We know exactly what you want me to do, and I know how to take that next step, and I know that I'm moving into a conversation with you. And do you know how to do a proper promotion cycle? A promotion cycle is a process of increasing visibility, connection, and offering a special pricing, bonuses for a limited amount of time that moves multiple people into your process at one time. This creates a cash infusion for your business every 6 weeks or so. So when you're doing a promotion, this is a very powerful way to improve your sales and your cash and your revenue for your business. You'll need to know how to do a proper promotion cycle in order to scale your business. You need to know how to create proper pricing and create a structure for your business and create an offering that moves more people into your process at once instead of just doing single sessions. Single sessions is not a recipe for a 6-figure business unless you want to burn out your body. So if you would like my 3-step process for growing a gentle 6-figure business this year that honors your body and allows you to listen and grow your revenue and your income, all while honoring the body, comment 6 figures below and I'll send you my 3-step masterclass series that will move you through course creation, improving and upgrading your content so it sells, and mastering the art of a proper promotion cycle. So comment 6 figures below. We'll send that to you and you can start improving your business steps so that the channels of receiving are more open, awake, clear, clean, tidy, and money likes clarity. So just notice where in your body and in your home there's clutter. It's not clean. How's your diet? How's your routine? How's your exercise? How's the mental, emotional going? Is there clutter? And with your money relationship, where's the clutter? Where's the lack of cleanliness and precision? Are you being kind? Are you in a good relationship with your money and with your business as well? What's the relationship with your business, especially the back end of your business? Things might be going great with your clients on the front end, but I want you to look at the back end of your business. How does it feel? Does it feel clunky? Is your inbox just full of emails that haven't been filed or cleaned up? What's your bank account looking like? Are you doing your money ritual every week, tending to revenue coming in and revenue going out? How you're spending your money? What is most of your spending going to? These are things we need to know about. And this is all about building a relationship with your wealth. Again, money wants clarity. And if you can't tend to $1,000 with a sense of vitality, then 10,000 plus isn't going to feel good either. And it may not even be possible. So we want to start now and build this relationship with body and business with gentleness, but honesty. And doing some cleanup right now at this time of year is perfect opportunity to do that. If you're ready to clean up your business and clarify your offerings and your pricing, as well as your content and your promotion cycle with precision, with more clarity and focus, comment 6 figures below. I'll send you my free masterclass series that I did in December, and I give you some big resources. These are my mentorship resources, and I'm just giving them to you out of the kindness of my own heart because I want this for you. And I want you to understand how it's done. This is not rocket science. It's really not. Growing a six-figure business, it's not rocket science. Some of you are making this way too hard, and I want to make it easier for you. And I also want you to do this in harmony with your body rather than going against your body. So much of what's out there in the coaching world, especially the business coaching world, it's counterproductive, especially if we have a sensitive nervous system and we've had maybe more trauma than most in our life and our path. Our business is going to be different. The way that we work with our body needs to be different. And so we take that into consideration in my courses and my embodied approach to both Jyotish and business. So comment 6 figures below. We'll get those resources out to you so you can start cleaning up your business and getting it nice and pristine. And I'll look forward to hearing your success as you dive into those resources. Comment 6 figures below for that masterclass series, and I'll see you soon. Bye.